when you deal with some of these bands that don't really know anything about the music industry, they just create good music. Do you try to teach them, advise them, or
Absolutely.
you just don't like? Look, you don't know anything. You're wasting my time.
There has there was an artist who he's like, I want to learn, like I want to know, and I was like, okay, like I'm like I'll show you everything we're doing, and I was giving him tasks, and I'm like, you should be doing this, you should do that, and at one point he's like, you do this on every record? I'm like, yeah. He's like, this is a lot. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I know it's a lot.
yeah,
Um, and at one point I was like, dude, I'm like, you just got to upload everything to Bandcamp, put it on Bandcamp, you know. He's like, well, I heard people don't use that. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, you got to use it. I'm like, get your record on Discogs. It makes it look more legit and real. Like
yeah.
you're gonna upload it. You know, you're gonna start posting content. He's like, well, if I don't, what if I don't have anything? I'm like, you can find something. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I always tell bands and artists and musicians that yes, creating a record is a big deal, but that's only 10% of the industry. The creating the music itself, the recording and everything, that's like 10%. The other 90% is advertising, marketing, and promoting, because you could have a gold piece mastermind of work, but if nobody knows about it, then who cares?
I had heard this random song. I was at the gym and it came on just randomly, and I was like, "This song's awesome! Like this song's incredible!" And I like screenshot it when I was running, and then like went home and spent another half hour like researching it. I'm like, "This is like the best song I've heard in weeks." Went and like told friends about it. Yeah, but I'm like, otherwise, if I this hadn't randomly come up like on Spotify, I never would have heard of this song before ever.
Yeah.
You know?
And whoever is behind that, behind the scenes of that, they worked to get that record to be played at this specific playlist or just randomly or however it is. These companies and promotions and advertisers, they push for these numbers to get up there for you to be able to hear it.
It's you can tell sometimes when the record comes out, you can they some artists think like, okay, like now we're done, and I'm like, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
Like I know you've worked super hard. You know, you've written a record, you recorded it, you crafted your image and the art. I'm like that's all building up to the release of it. It's out, but now we have a whole new game to play.